Good evening, I'm Jeff Russo. Tonight, there are safety concerns after Bills fans filled Highmark Stadium to capacity on Sunday. Here are the current COVID-19 protocols in place at the stadium. There is no vaccine mandate to attend the game, but you do have to wear a mask at all times if you are not vaccinated. All fans have to wear a mask in all enclosed areas, places like the concourses or restrooms. And fans could be kicked out of the stadium if they are caught not following the rules. Here's what Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz said just days before the opening kickoff.
And I don't think anybody is going to want to get removed from the game. After waiting as long as we have to have a full house, to go into a concession stand or a bathroom, not wear a mask and say, I'm not wearing one, okay, you're out. And that's not a good thing.
Well, also tonight, a state senator from Western New York now responding to this maskless picture taken of him in the concourse of the stadium just yesterday. Our thanks to Joseph Smith for sharing the photo with us tonight. That response in just a moment. But first, reporter Hannah Buehler takes a look at how things went yesterday with these safety protocols in place at Highmark Stadium.
You know, there wasn't anyone even walking around to look to see if people even had masks on.
I felt like at times I was the only person wearing a mask.
Bills fans weighing in after the first game of the season about the team and county's mask policy inside indoor stadium settings.
I don't know if I will feel comfortable returning to the stadium.
Andrew Brenner is a Bills fan from Washington, D.C. He and his wife traveled to the game. Like many, Brenner says fans were maskless inside the concourse, not obeying rules.
There are people out there who would say if you were that worried about it, don't go. What would you say to that?
I went in part because I trusted that there would be a bit more enforcement in the indoor areas.
But these photos show a different story. Bills fans not complying with the rules. A law enforcement source tells me it would be nearly impossible for police or security to enforce a mask mandate with a crowd of 70,000 fans. Scott MCKINNIS agrees.
That like I said, it's just unenforceable. You have 60,000 people probably there that weren't wearing a mask, 65,000 people there that weren't wearing a mask. And there's no way that you can have enough personnel in the stadium to police that.
In fact, due to short staffing, the Bills even asked fans to line up at the gates early to get in before kickoff.
I just think that's disappointing because, you know, how are you ever going to recover from that and now say in future games, well, we really mean it this time? Well, now nobody's going to listen.
We reached out to the county, and a spokesperson says the Erie County Department of Health sanitarians were on site and 8 concession stands were cited for violating mask orders. One stand violated mask orders twice, but we didn't hear anything about the fans.
You said we have to do better. What did you mean by that?
I just feel like, you know, if people get sick from being at the game on Sunday, that's terrible. Like, why? It shouldn't have been like that, and we shouldn't be having, you know, full capacity if there can't be a way to keep people safe.
Now, the Buffalo Bills organization did not respond to my request for a comment today. Many fans tell me they would be in favor of the Bills bringing back proof of vaccination or a negative test proof to attend the game, similar to that playoff game last year. Jeff?
Thank you, Hannah. Now back to this tweet sent out by the Erie County GOP. It shows State Senator Sean Ryan not wearing his mask at a concession stand inside Highmark Stadium yesterday. Senator Ryan sent out his own tweet today responding to the picture. It reads, quote, "Yep, that's me with my mask in my hand, about to put it back on." Right now, there are 3 stadiums in the NFL with vaccine mandates. They belong to the Seattle Seahawks, New Orleans Saints, and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders host the Baltimore Ravens in the season debut of Monday Night Football tonight. You can watch that game live right here beginning at 8 on 7 ABC.